Hey, what's up guys, this is Xxcx here, and this is yet again going to be a game from the MLG tournament. This is going to be a best of 3 1 versus 1 matchup between the Terran player FXOqxc and his opponent is going to be the yellow Zerg LiquidRet. The map is going to be Lost Temple, and no, not Lost Temple, but the Shatter Temple, which is a remake of Lost Temple. And the difference is that this Island Expo up here isn't an Island Expo any longer, because you have destructible debris here to move up and down ramps on both sides. And also there's much more open in the middle here, and only one Cell cavern to control the middle. So this will hugely favor Zerg more than it did in the on Lost Temple. So this is just a more balanced map, and they also removed the high ground at your expo to take out those siege tank drops, which were really common in TVC. But you can see that QXC, I believe, saw that Overlord, because he is going to be scouting in the correct way, so he knows where his opponent is and what strategy is Red going to be choosing. I think he'll do a spawning pool first, but let's see about that. No, he is moving down to get in early expo, but there is already an SCV here to prevent that from going up, and an engineering may going up, so this is just going to delay Red for so long time from getting his expansion, and is immediately going to throw up a spawning pool and pulling 4 drones off the line. He's really eager about getting his expansion up, so this SCV will just start building as much as he can, but this engineering will be cancelled in last second, I believe, so he'll get his expansion there. But anyway, QXC forced his opponent Red to get up his spawning pool first, and just now going to grab his expansion. No, it's actually waiting. What's he doing? Now grabbing his expansion. Meanwhile, we can see that QXC has a barracks up, and he has his orbital command on the way, and also has a marine. And this marine is just going to be scouting for overlords here, and he did find an overlord, so going to try and kill that off, but LiquidRet is doing a nice job microing it back up here to this high ground. But the marine from both sides, I think indeed this overlord will go down, and that will be a huge deal in this early game for QXC. But yeah, nothing happening this far in the early game, and this overlord actually escapes with 3 HP. Wow. But not too much going on except for an early command center from QXC, which is starting to get pretty common. But I can tell you that these two players, if you haven't heard of them before, is competing in the the TCL3, the Team Liquid Star League. They're currently competing in that, so there's a lot of good players in this tournament, and they're both competing in the MLG, so that just shows you that these are 2 great players, because I don't have any stats or rankings to show off, because Season 2 has just begun. And QXT attempted to get a bunker set up here, but Red is responding just nicely and going to pick up that with some Zerglings, and we can see that some marine markers going on here to prevent any marines from going down. But I think this queen will get some marines. No, he did not, but marines will actually get past the Zerglings and up into QXC's main, no, into Red's mains, and this could be a huge deal, because he hasn't got a queen here to protect all his drones, so QXC will just prevent mining on all these drones and going to pick up a bunch of them. And even has this spawning pool so vulnerable. You can see 2 Zerglings is going to be spawning, 2 more going to be spawning here, and I think Red is doing this wrong. He should just... But Marines getting a nice place here behind the mineral lines, making it so hard for all the drones to pick off all those Marines, but eventually they did. But look at this, QXC is already beginning to set up a nice wall in here, and probably going to lift off his orbital command as soon as possible. And he has double factory on the way with the tech lab. I believe we're going to see a Hellion from this factory, and that is exactly what we do. Okay, maybe we're going to see the Infernal Pre-Igniter being researched here as soon as he got the minerals. You can see he has the tech lab selected, and he did. He's also going to put up his third barracks. So QXC is looking to be aggressive here, and not leaving Red any chance of taking a breath of relief. But we can see that Red is doing a nice job spreading his creep. It was hard in the beginning because of all that early pressure, but now he has two creep tumors going, and he's spawning creep so much faster than one creep tumor. And he also has his Zerglings here already picking off these high yield rocks, because every damage you deal is damage dealt to these rocks, so the sooner he can get those down, the sooner he can get his third up and running, especially since the spawn locations are here and here, and not here and here. He can safely expand to this later on. But now I can see 4 Hellions is going to swoop in and kill off that spawning creep tumor there, and go to surpass both those queen. But he has the third queen up in his main, but he's preventing a bunch of drones from mining, but all those drones are going to surround those Hellions. They have nowhere to go, and 3 queens just hacking with their long, tiny arms. But now the Hellions has the blue flames, so can he get off 1 or 2 good shots at those drones? That would be crucial, but no, they did not. But prevented a bunch of drones from mining. Take a look at the units lost tab. We can see that our Zerg player is a bit behind, but not too much, because QXC did spend 400 minerals into those Hellions, and now Red is looking to be aggressive here, and he sees that QXC is going to grab his third base in just a minute, so possibly going to be spewing creep with this Overlord here. But QXC actually picked off an Overlord which was scouting back here, and he now has his Zerg opponent's supply block. Let's take a look at production tab. We can see that Expire is going up for LiquidRet somewhere. I can't seem to find it, but that doesn't matter. There it is. And also a Baneling Nest going to be morphed in here for Red. Meanwhile, you can see that QXC's third expansion is soon going to be able to lift away. And also going to put up an engineering bay. And also Medvac, so just a bunch of units coming up for QXC, and also the stim pack. And now he's looking to be aggressive here with 2 Hellions versus 1 queen, and that is not an easy match for Hellions. He should back those Hellions away, I think, but they're placed on hold position, so I don't know what that is all about. Just now realizing it and moving his Hellion away. And apparently someone is pinging the map, because a drop is going to commencing here for QXC. And he also had a drop going on, but it was held off by the Zerg player. But now he has a double wrap coming in, and I think he will be able to land his units before those 4 mutas is going to be spawning. Now up to 5 mutas. Going to land him back here. Going to stim his Marines, I believe. And also has a Helen in here. Oh, what is he doing? Yes, now going in here. When is the stim going to be used? I think he should be using his stim pack, but oh, he has not finished researching yet. Oh, sorry about that. Now the Zerglings are going to swoop in, and the stim is going off, but all these Marines will most likely get killed by Red. And now Red has a bunch of mutas going to be swooping into QXC's base, and QXC will have to put up Misters as fast as possible and stimming all his Marines to run over here and protect his base. But 5 mutas versus 5 Marines, that is just too much for the Marines to handle. But Red is going to be scooting on home anyways. And we can see that infantry no weapons upgrade level 1 is being researched for Red, and he's also being to secure his third and upgrading that to an orbital command as well. So yeah, he's going to have 3 orbital commands and 3 base, and the Zerg is only on 2 base, so this is looking really great for QXC if it can hold this potential engagements from Red off, because Red will have to do something with this mutable, because mutas are all about harassing and map control. And since he's down 1 base, just now starting his third, to a Terran player with 3 orbitals, he will have to do something, and something huge. Red is going to intercept this medevac full load with Marines. That is huge for Red, and going to pick up a bunch of supply depots, and all those SVs just standing there not mining a single mineral. But these 2 missile turrets and all those Marines are going to shoot those mutas away. I'm having a lonely Marine up here just patrolling around and see what's going on these 2 locations. Now we have a drop here for QXC, going to lock down Red's 3rd expansion and not leaving, and is going to take this out. Yes, he is. No, he forced to cancel, and even going to pick off that drone in the last second with that Hellion. So nice play from QXC, going to be aggressive when Red is aggressive and forcing Red to pull back, and he has a nice little turtle here with all his siege tank and his bunker. But now the Mutas is going to swoop in into the Marine ball and not being able to do anything, but does have any missed turrets back here to protect this. Yes, he has, and he also has a missed rally on these 2 SVs just standing there and doing nothing. So I think that QXC is in such a great shape, and LiquidRet also going to be expanding up here just so that it won't be spotted from QXC. But I think that QXC will think it's there anyways, because if his Zerg is on 2 base this late in the game, he will have to double expand to bring himself back in the game. And now we can see a huge push through the middle from QXC is going to be commencing. But we have a bunch of mutalists for Red into QXC's base. It's 15 mutalists going to take out all those production facilities of QXC, and QXC has nothing here to deal with it except for 5 Marines. And they're going to stim and take 1 mutas out, 2 mutas, and possibly 3 mutas before dying, and we can see more Marines is going to be spawning in here. But QXC has such an advantage, and Red is forced to pull back if he don't want to lose all his units and workers. But we have a bunch of tanks here that are unguarded, so the mutas can just swoop in and pick up all those tanks. That is not great play by QXC, picking up 4 tanks just for free. And those mutas are going to be +1 on the attack, so but we have a missile turret out here in the middle going to pick up 1 muta there, so paying for itself. And I think that I don't know if Red can hold this off actually, because there's a lot of siege tanks, and he can't rally any Zerglings, so he's forced to do as much as he can with those 9 remaining mutas. And I don't think that Red is doing a great job rallying more forces, but that is why, because he's getting his 4th expansion and is creating so many production facilities. So this is just regular pushing, but he actually forced a GG on LiquidRet, because take a look at the unit stab. Red only had 3 Zerglings and 7 mutalisks remaining, so QXC was in such great shape, managed to expand a lot sooner than his opponent, staying 1 base on top all the time and just harassing and harassing and harassing. So great game. Going to move on to game number 2. It's 1-0 for QXC.